All right. Good morning to everyone on this platform and within the Grand ecosystem. I want us to really pay careful diligence to me this morning. I want to drop a very vital and important message for us. And going forward, I want us to carefully adopt this measure so that we can all be on the same page, and at the same time, while we're in expectation, we should have our civility also in check, while the blessing that God has promised for us does not pass us by, because we are all in this together. Both the coordinators, the NGO heads, the beneficiaries, everyone who is here as a stakeholders, we're in the same perspective, and I want us to understand. So, sometimes the loudest voices come not from a place of hatred, but from deep-seated frustrations. And that seems to be the case yet again. The recent voice note that came from Ambassador Zita Nwosu, coupled with Ngozi Israel's outburst yesterday, is just a reflection of how stretched, exhausted, and emotionally drained that a lot of beneficiaries have become over this long-awaited grant. But beneath the noise and the anger, there also lies a very important truth that we cannot afford to ignore. And these are collective energy, which must be redirected towards where the real solution lies. Now, it's very, very easy to vent at coordinators, at project managers, at NGO heads. They are visible. Yes, they are accessible somehow, whether through their WhatsApp platform, through their numbers. They are within reach. They are within our borders. But let's be very honest with ourselves. Are these coordinators really the ones holding the funds? Are they the ones sitting on the billions that is meant for beneficiaries? The answer is no. And I think until we really collectively align our expectations and concepts with the realities of this process, that singular cycle of frustration and misplaced anger will continue to delay the progress. Now, for the records, over time, while I personally refuse to be a coordinator, because I've had requests from several quarters to lead, to coordinate, or to even head an NGO within this grand framework, I have the platform, I have the audience, and I have the capacity to do so. But I made a conscious, deliberate decision to stay on the lane I occupy today. And that is what? To share information and updates without getting entangled in the politics of the coordinations. Why? Because this journey, the grand ecosystem, is a delicate one. It is filled with endless expectations, sometimes heightened emotions, and constant misinformation. So being at the front line as a coordinator comes with a lot of things, challenges, responsibilities, insults, attacks, misdirected aggressions, and what have you. And even in my current neutral position, simply disseminating updates to you without collecting a dime from anyone, I still get insulted. I'm not appreciated sometimes. I want to appreciate everyone here on this platform who had one time appreciated what we do, going beyond just what they think, that they just appreciate what we do for us, for them, and other influencers too, whose money is not sitting in their coffers. But we still got our snap in the gut. And that tells how deep the frustration has gone. But even if those who have not taken money are attacked, imagine what those who have taken up the role of coordinating thousands of people, what they face daily, and having collected funds from some other personnel within this ecosystem. And this is exactly why we must pause, why we must breathe, and also reassess our approach as beneficiaries. I'll be with you shortly and in a moment. Don't go anywhere. Now, going forward, what is the root of these misfired energies that we see in the ecosystem? Because it's actually becoming obvious that the majority of beneficiaries are firing their arrows in the wrong directions. Why did I say so? Coordinators are not the grant givers. NGOs are not the fund custodians. The disbursement keys are not in their pockets. So what most people do not realize is that coordinators too are under intense pressure from above. They are constantly interfacing with stakeholders. They are navigating changing timelines. They are enduring some sleepless nights. And at the same time, they had to try to manage hundreds or thousands of beneficiaries who are understandably, now quote me, understandably impatient. Their impatience is understood. But then attacking them, insulting them, or tarnishing their reputations only weaken the structure. And this structure which connects us to the source of information and eventual disbursement. So when coordinators are discouraged or they are demoralized and they are pushed to the wall, now who carries your voice forward? Who does that? Because the truth is, our frustrations are valid. Yes, no one disputes that. But the energy, I think, is better channeled towards seeking accurate information, supporting proper structures, and also ensuring that there is transparency that remains at the core of the process of this ecosystem rather than tearing each other down. On a second note, I think there should be a pragmatic path forward. If we genuinely want this grant disbursement to become some reality, beneficiaries must unite under, I think, 3 pragmatic approaches, which I'm going to call the triplets. They are going to feature under 3 pragmatic approaches going very much forward. The first, we should try to maintain the right communication channels. And that is, instead of spreading anger in voice notes and WhatsApp groups, we should insist on verified updates from credible sources. And that is where the real power lies. Gossip, rumors, and emotional outbursts has a way that it only make the situation appear chaotic to the actual fund custodians, and this can trigger unnecessary bottlenecks that we're trying to avoid over time. We must learn to separate noise from facts and trust only platforms that have consistently delivered authentic information over time. And that is why maintaining platforms like this one, where updates are shared without bias or manipulation, is so critical. Now, secondly, we should stop demoralizing the coordinators. The coordinators are your bridge. They are not your blockage. Whether you like it or not, the system was designed in such a way that every beneficiary must interfere with a coordinator or an NGO heads before accessing the funds. So breaking this link through insults, smear campaigns, it has a way it delays the process further. But there should be a better strategy. A better strategy is to hold them accountable without disrespect. Ask the right questions. Demand transparency when it is needed, then avoid dragging their names or doubting their humanities. They are under immense pressures already. And a lot of them are fighting silently on behalf of the beneficiaries. So you may know. Then thirdly, the third approach I want us to look at is understand the stakeholders' dynamics. You know why? One key fact that many people overlook is this. Disbursement is in the hands of the stakeholders and the apex authorities, not the NGOs. If funds have been released at various levels, there are protocols, there are verifications, there are regulatory checks that must be completed before the final credit hits individual accounts. So we must understand that certain delays are beyond the coordinators and the NGOs. And instead of wasting energy on unproductive fights, let us channel our collective voices towards ensuring that the stakeholders remain consistent and accountable to what we want them to deliver. So this is not about being passive. It's about being strategically assertive. Maintain consistency and focus. Focus pressure where it counts rather than burning bridges with those who are also waiting. They are waiting just like you and I. So what are we expected to do? Stay calm. Stay informed, because hasty reactions has a way it creates more confusions. Trust credible updates. Avoid platforms where information is shared with anger or is shared to incite anger in people. They should be avoided like plagues. Support your coordinators. They are your allies. They are not your enemies. Be patient, but be alert. The process has taken time. Yes, that's not a news. It's already known. But impatience won't also make it faster. Keep your hope alive. Many processes are already concluded at high levels, and this is not a time for you to give up right now. It's not. Finally, Ambassadors Zita's voice and Ngozi Israel's outburst yesterday and several others like them are symptoms of a larger frustrations. But you see, frustration, if it is mismanaged, it becomes the very obstacle that prevents solutions from coming through. So the journey has been long. The promises are many, and the disappointments are being repeated on a repeated basis. But we are now at a delicate point where unity, patience, and strategic focus matters more than anything else. The funds are not imaginary. The structures are real. But the way we respond to delays is going to determine how soon the doors would finally open to us. Let us not sabotage our chances by tearing down the same coordinators who are fighting battles on our behalf. Let us not destroy the bridges that connects us to the apex stakeholders. Instead, let us collectively channel our energies towards clarity, towards order, towards accountability, and also progress. Disbursement would come. Disbursement would come. It's just a matter of when. But to get there faster, we must stand together. We must calm. We must be informed. And we must be focused. I felt this is very necessary for us at a time like this. And Prince Seed would always stand for the masses. We are for you. We're not against you. We are your bridge. We're not your blockage. In case this resonates with you deeply, share this to very many other persons who needs to get this and understand the dynamics of the level where we are right now and where we are headed. Thank you very much. We love you. It's a wonderful, wonderful Thursday, money, and we hope to get there very shortly. In the meantime, don't go anywhere. We'll be back with a powerful, more important update for us. Thank you very much. Subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss out on vital updates. We love you, so have a nice day. Bye for now.